Hey, my name's Kyle, and I'm back here doing another gun review. This is my Ruger 1022 carbine that I have changed from this stock to all of this. Whenever I first saw these, I thought that they were quite possibly the dumbest waste of money you could ever make happen. So I went ahead and ordered this naturally. Now I thought it'd be a good way to change up an old rifle instead of buying a brand new one. This is a platform that I'm very familiar operating, maneuvering, and using. So I figured why not. And at the time, and I still think, it's a bit much for a 22, all of this. However, you got to take into account that a 22 will travel at 1,200 plus feet per second and has a range of a mile plus. So it's not too bad. It's still an excellent small animal, small game hunting rifle. It's still fun. It only added a little bit of weight with all the accessories. If I take off the accessories, it's still a very comfortable platform to operate on, and it's probably the same as manufacturer weight. So this is the Archangel 556 stock, and everything tan is what comes in the kit. About $100, give or take. Do your research and you can find it pretty cheap. So it comes with 3 Picatinny style rail mounts, Picatinny or Weaver, and this is the rail mount that I'm talking about. This is the platform. Same as AR, same as M16, M4, what have you. So it comes with one back here that goes from this range, and then one right here goes right here, and then another one on the bottom. So they're at 6 and 12. So you have to carefully think about what you're going to be using if you don't want to add additional rails. I happen to have these additional rails hanging out, and I decided I'd go ahead and put them to use. So I went ahead and bolted them onto this frame, and if you play your cards right, you can bolt them in various positions, probably adding more. I just have the 12, 3, 6, and 9 positions mounted. So let's talk about this. Of course, it has the collapsible buttstock, which is great because it's an excellent youth rifle. And I know you're looking at this, and some people look at this and think this is a badass assault rifle and you're up to no good if you have it. Now, if you strip everything off of it except for maybe the sling and maybe even this forward assist that's also a bipod, you've got an excellent youth rifle. Very short, very compact, and very light. It's easy to move around with it, you can maneuver very easily with it. So, like I said, this forward assist is also a bipod, and also just a forward assist. So, very maneuverable. Push of a button, it ejects out like that. Now on this forward assist, I also have this laser set up. Now most of these accessories I've already had for a while. That's why I went ahead and opted for this platform. Why not put some of them to use? So I have this laser here, and it's set up to a pressure sensor, and this laser, I've yet to find something that I cannot touch with this laser. It goes incredibly far distances. No idea what it would cost out of pocket. Probably a lot, seeing as how a lot of people are racing for these tactical accessories. Now, let me back up real quick, something I should have done in the beginning. Here's your magazine well. It even has a mock AR or M4, M16 mag release. Just plastic, but it looks cool. You also have recessed area around your chamber and your feed. That's pretty good because nothing gets hung up there. Now I will go ahead and state that there is nothing in the magazine well, and I'll go ahead and look, and I see no brass, no ammo. Now it's a very comfortable feel. I have it set up for left-handed fire because I'm a left-handed firer, so that's what's comfortable for me. Now, a lot of people I've heard complain about their conversion kit for their 1022 will not take the original 10-round rotary clip anymore. Goes in just perfect, stays in. Here's your magazine release. They've extended it, and they include the extension in the kit, the conversion kit. And it drops right out, just fine, just smooth as butter. There's also the 25-round banana clips. I've heard a lot of debate over these two. These have steel lips in it, and a lot of the other ones have plastic lips. Now, if you drop those or shove them into the magazine well too quick, you're going to break the plastic lips. But these steel lips are great. However, this is just a polycarbonate plastic. So this is still a delicate area, and there's no replacing either or. It comes as a already manufactured, don't open unit. Now I'm sure there are people out there that have found ways to open this without damaging anything, and it looks relatively simple. However, I don't know, so whenever I don't know, I just leave it as it is. It works fine for me. So this will, hang on. There we go. Fits right up in there. Doesn't go anywhere. Pretty cool. Still have room for that forward assist. Now I can't remember what brand these are, but these also have an indention and a recession right here, which make it very easy to just pull it out. So you get done shooting, pull it right out, flip it around, slam it back in there, and you're ready to fire again. So on this, there's a lot of accessories, and if you'll look, I have another, like I said, another rail mounted over here with a tack light and a bungee sling that I happen to have laying around. And this is one of the things that I had to order, this bungee sling mount. It's just a metal square box that just mounts right onto that Weaver style rail, and you can adjust it however you want. I know there's a lot of different mounting preferences for a sling, how people want it, and this Archangel 556 stock also has quick release mounts right here in the buttstock, right here in the front of the buttstock. There's also another hole right here, and you can also mount a quick release sling attachment wherever you please. So it's very, very customizable. You don't have to do whatever you see everyone else doing. You can customize it, have fun, play with it, whatever's comfortable for you. So I personally prefer iron sights. It's comfortable. It can be challenging. It just keeps you in a little more touch with your gun, as far as I'm concerned. Now I do have the flip-up sights, front and rear, both AR or M16, M4 style, and I like it. It's pretty comfortable. It's just fun shooting iron sights for me. However, there's a lot of people that like to put tactical optics and whatnot onto it. I do have a green dot sight that I've had for a few years. I think I got it in Afghanistan, as a matter of fact. Anyway, it allows me to keep both eyes open and look through there, and it has a really bright green dot with 11 different brightness settings, and it's excellent. Now let me back up and tell you about this laser. So I have the laser bore-sighted to the weapon itself. I've fixed this in such a position that it stays right on track with the bore sight. I also did the same thing with this green dot sight, and it just gives me more options. You know, if I want to use the laser or if I want to use the green dot sight, I can, and it just makes it a little more fun for me, a little bit more functional. Pretty good stuff all around. Now I also have attached over here this tactical light. It's you know, you can adjust it to brighten, to narrow or widen the beam. And here's high, medium, low. It's also got a SOS setting, as well as my favorite, the strobe. That's pretty fun. If you want to use it in a tactical type setting, like out at a shooting range, if they have that sort of option set up for you, it's pretty fun. You know, it's comfortable. It's very, very familiar. I have quite a few years spent operating on this platform, and I love it. It's very comfortable. So, with this Archangel 1022 conversion kit, in the pistol grip, there's also an additional storage capacity. And I love this. It goes in beyond the length of my finger, and it's pretty much the full width of this pistol grip. I keep things like extra batteries in here for some of my Geardo stuff. And I also keep Allen keys, which will allow me to go ahead and completely strip this down to the barrel and trigger mechanism, and of course the upper receiver. Anyways, it's very handy. I don't have to go searching all over for all these tools. If I'm out on the range and I'm playing with my laser a lot, or whatever I may be doing, and it runs out of batteries, I don't have to worry. I've got spares in here. So you can shove all this in there. Hang on, I had messed it up. Put all this in there. I shove it in here, and I still have more room to fit things in there. So that's good to know if I want to throw some string in there, some paracord or anything like that. Very handy. Now also, the buttstock comes all the way off. Now you cannot put a collapsible buttstock from an M4 or M16 on here. The inner diameter of that buttstock is too small to go over this portion right here. However, this dovetail slides right off, just right off of here. And in here, if I can reach it in here, hang on, there we go. If I can reach in here, I just pull it out, you know, pretty good length right there. So in here, all I have in here is three cleaning rods and a brush, a bore brush. Pretty good. You know, if I have a jam or anything like that stuck in the barrel, I can assemble my cleaning rod and I can go ahead and drive it on out. Very handy, very handy. If you play your cards right and sort everything out just right, you can also fit a cleaning brush in there as well for dirt and debris. Goes back together just like that, and if you do extend it, it has a definite stop point. You have to pull this out halfway to be able to remove the buttstock. So it can be an excellent rifle. Of course, you can put a scope on here, and it makes it even more fun. It's great for plinking, great for fun at the range, And like I said, it's still excellent for small game. Overall, it's brought new life to an old gun that I hadn't used in a long time. Haven't gone and hunted small game in quite a while. It just brings new life to it. I was stuck in between deciding whether I wanted to buy a new rifle, and then over a few conversations, I decided that, you know what, maybe I should just convert an old rifle and get loads of good use out of it. This is a huge head turner. It's whenever I take it to the range, people come over and they want to look at it and they want to know about it. It's a great conversation piece. It looks wild and it looks intense. Whenever you get down to it, it's nothing more than a small game rifle. Lots of fun. The fun really plays in whenever you're customizing it. Looking at all the different options. You can put all kinds of things on here and just make it to where it is the perfect gun for you. I've had a lot of fun doing it. Now, if you like this review of it, go ahead, like my video, share it by all means, and even word of mouth. Let people know about it. I like doing these and I like to know what you all think. Please send me comments down below. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and let me know and I'll see what I can do. It may take me a minute to get back to it, but I'd love to. If you want to know more about anything I've reviewed so far, just go ahead and let me know. There was something else I wanted to mention, but I can't remember. So please go ahead and like, comment, share, whatever you wish. I'll put another one up here before too long. Thanks for watching. Bye.